Hola, bonjour, ni hao, konnichiwa, at mabuhay. We, the Group 1, will be your tour guide on this adventure on tackling architecture as art and as science. Architecture uniquely blends art and science, distinguishing it from pure arts like painting, which prioritize expression, and sciences like engineering, which focus solely on technical precision. As art, it evokes emotions, tells cultural stories, and achieves beauty through elements like shape, balance, and symbolism. Exemplified by Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, the Jewish Museum, and the Sydney Opera House, as science, it demands rigorous knowledge of materials, structures, environmental factors, safety codes, and calculations for durability and efficiency. Since it fits like Dubai's Burj Khalifa, the World Trade Center Transportation Hub, and the Salk Institute in California. Architects integrate creativity with problem solving to craft functional, sustainable spaces like Renzo Piano's eco friendly shard that inspire while meeting practical human needs. And for our next stop, the concept explanation. So, how did we even thought of this concept? We began by brainstorming what impacts us most deeply. After choosing a metaphor, we develop ideas, sketch, and express our emotions through this creative process. We selected the metaphor adventure and journey combined as adverny. This highlights everyone's mix of good and bad experiences and how they shape our growth and identity. It connects to our theme art as the adventure and science as the journey. Adventure implies excitement, risk, and unpredictability, while a journey is a focused, structured, purposeful path of learning and growth. Our new pavilion design reflects this shift. Previously, it was a simple curved structure like a tunnel with one clear path. Now, it is more complex and experimental, using multiple cylindrical shapes tucked into zones. This creates varied spaces for users to explore and interact instead of just passing through. This approach captures the richness of diverse experiences and invites active engagement with the space, symbolizing both the thrill of adventure and the intentional progression of a journey. To our next destination, architecture as art. The aesthetics. It achieved through repetition of small cylindrical forms, creating form and texture, and the contrast between the detailed base and the smooth and colorful center structure that gives emphasis. For its symbolism, the repeated cylinder symbolizes individual steps or challenges in life's journey. The central structure represents a destination or the self. The tilted roof symbolizes adaptability and change. The overall form is curvilinear and organic in its layout, suggesting motion and a path. Vertical lines dominate, conveying strength and growth. Emotional impact. The design encourages introspection on the journey and evokes a sense of wonder and security within the central space. For our elements and principles, we chose form, texture, and color, as well as proportion, emphasis, and variety for principle, establishing the theme of a continuous journey. Interpreting the model as representing the adventure and journey of life, the model uses the diverse colors and soft texture of the wall to symbolize varied experiences and emotional complexity. The straight bars to represent challenges or constraints, and the style's green landscape to signify growth and the foundation of the journey itself. For our next stop, the architecture as science. The pavilion's orientation is designed to capture prevailing winds, habagat from southwest, amihan from northeast, and balance sunlight and shade. Its east-west orientation allows morning sun and afternoon shade, while cylindrical forms reduce direct sunlight and wind resistance. Varied heights and spacing provide shade and control sunlight, balancing comfort and environmental responsiveness. The design uses a tilted roof, solid colorful wall, and open column side to control sunlight and ventilation. The roof provides shade from harsh midday sun, allowing softer morning and afternoon light to filter in. The colorful wall blocks direct heat, while the open column area allows diffuse natural light and ventilation to flow through, keeping the interior bright but not overheated. The pavilion's design enables cross ventilation through its open column side, elevated roof, and minimal barriers. Prevailing winds enter freely, warm air escapes naturally, and surrounding trees cool the air, creating a comfortable environment without mechanical ventilation. Our pavilion model uses clay as the cylindrical shaped column supporting the roof, showing load distribution and stability. We chose recycled materials like cardboards and barbecue sticks, styro to use a recycled materials and highlight sustainability and environmental awareness. And we're almost done. Just sit back and relax. And now for our comparison with previous pavilion. For our new pavilion design markedly differs from the previous simple curved structure. The old design featured a single continuous form that offered a straightforward path. In contrast, the new design complex and experimental, incorporating multiple cylindrical shapes and stack elements that create diverse zones and interaction opportunities for users. The shift in artistic decisions moved from a simple, unified form to a complex, expressive composition. The previous pavilion featured single, continuous curve shape for a minimal calm aesthetics. The new design incorporates multiple cylindrical shape and stacked elements, enhancing texture, rhythm, and visual movement. The pavilion design improved by incorporating multiple cylindrical forms and open gaps, allowing better airflow, natural cooling, and sunlight control. The new layout supports flexible circulation, adapting to climate and user needs, making it more environmental responsive. And for our last destination, the conclusion. The key lesson our group learned about balancing art and science is that creativity and functionality are not opposing forces but complementary ones. Art allows us to explore expression, emotion, and aesthetics, while science grounds our design in logic, structure, and environmental responsiveness. By integrating both, we realize that a design can be visually inspiring and symbolically meaningful, yet also practical, sustainable, and user centered. Thank you so much for joining our adventure. Until our next destination, salamat po.